I am a redhead now. Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a review or an initial review for Queen Weave Beauty. I bought their hair not too long ago and it took the same amount of time to usually get here, about 2 to 3 days. 3 days I'm gonna say, maybe 3 or 4. So let's just get right into the initial review. I'm just going to start talking about all the specs. So I bought this hair in 24, 22, and a 20 inch with a 16 inch closure. And I bleached it to get it to blonde, and then I dyed it to this crimson sort of red. First and foremost, let me just say this is my first experience with any kind of like really bright hair color. Not because I didn't want to try it out, just because I haven't really been able to bleach any hair and get it light enough so I can process it to a different color. And I'm going to get into all of that. How did I bleach it? What did I do differently? And all those things. But first, let me just jump right into the initial review. So far, I really love this hair. I'm beyond impressed by the fact that I bleached it and there's literally little to no damage at all. First of all, the lace closure. I wasn't too sure, but I feel like when I got it, I think they attempted to bleach the knots already. So I was impressed that the company even went out their way to try and bleach it for you guys before they sent it to you. Fullness. I was super shocked by how full this hair can get. Really, because to me, 3 bundles, I mean, 3 bundles is pretty much how much you do need for your hair. But because I like some big, super voluminous hair, I always usually get 4, but you know, I toned it down and I was like, well, 3 bundles, let me just see. And it's almost like 3 bundles could look like 4 with this hair. I really enjoyed that, and I didn't even put my wefts very close together. I mean, they're kind of spaced out, so I was super impressed by that. So this is obviously not the natural texture of the hair. I curled it and stuff like that. I was really craving some color. I mean, the summer is coming right now, and I've never really done any kind of color like that before. And I'm a huge fan of the show Total Divas. I don't know if you guys know it, but one of the girls on there named Eva Marie is a super redhead, and I couldn't get my hair as red as hers, and not because the hair couldn't bleach, just because I ran out of bleach to get all of it really well. But as you can see, it got really red. Anyway, so yeah, my hair inspiration was Eva Marie from Total Divas. I don't even remember the name of the bleach that I used, but I swear you guys, I'll put it in the bottom and I'll probably insert a picture of it somewhere, but I completely forgot the name. It starts with a K and I got the blue pack. I originally, because I planned so ahead for this color, I knew that I wanted to go red. So I googled a lot to see which was the best bleaching powder that wouldn't leave the best powder bleach that I can use that wouldn't damage the hair so much, or what can I do to make sure that it didn't come out rusty, or to make sure that it came out super blonde so I can get the color to take properly. So at first I bought a different bleach online on eBay and it didn't arrive in time, so I was super pissed at that. So I had to run to Ricky's the day that I was going to do all this to the hair to find something else, and I did, and again I forgot the name, but I'll put it somewhere in the video so you guys know what I used. I googled a lot about how to protect the hair from any kind of damage or anything like that. So I've been seeing a lot of put coconut oil or drench the hair in coconut oil before you bleach it. So I couldn't find, I was going to order some 100% natural coconut oil online, and for some reason I was just like, oh, I saw that they sold it at Trader Joe's, so I was like, oh, I'll just go get it from there. And I ended up not going to Trader Joe's and having to run around and look for it, and the only thing that I could find was this at my beauty supply store, which is a coconut oil and mixed with castor oil, with black castor oil. And you guys, this thing smells horrible. First, let me just say that. I coated the whole hair, including the closure, with this, and I combed it all the way through to make sure it was evenly distributed, and then I just went ahead and applied the bleach and developer like I usually would. Now, because I didn't have enough bleach, I practically had to let it stretch because I started from the bundles and then worked my way to the closure. So I didn't have enough, but I was happy that it got light enough for the color to at least show up on top, so you know it's red. I applied the bleach and developer like I usually would all over the hair, and it lifted pretty quickly. I think I put it on there and I let it sit for about 45 minutes, and then I just washed it off as usual, and then I let it air dry, and then the next morning I woke up and I put the red dye on it. Again, I am not prepared for this video, you guys. I'm so sorry that I'm all over the place. But of course, I'll leave every product that I use right in the description bar, so make sure that you check that out so you know what kind of products that I use or what kind of color this actually is. So I do know that I got it from Ricky's though. I got 3 tubes of the hair color that I used, and pretty much coated it and just let it sit on there for about 30 minutes, and then I washed it off. And when I washed it out, I was like, whoa, this is so red. I was kind of taken back, and it took me a while to adjust because, again, I haven't done any kind of color on my hair other than black and that kind of rusty blonde, because I've never been able to get my hair to lift to a lighter color. So I mean, it was such a different color and it was all over, so I didn't know what to think. And when I first installed the hair, I was like, oh my god, I don't like it. But the wavy pattern of this hair naturally is beautiful. Like, seriously, you guys, when it's wet, it just literally looks like absolute mermaid hair. And with the color, I thought it looked beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And of course, I'll insert some pictures and stuff like that, what this hair looks like in its natural state and how I constructed my wig. The lace closure on an elastic band, and sew that down to my head, and then sew the U-part wig on. The only thing that I did differently as far as the construction of this wig is I got a wig comb and I cut it in half and I sewed it on both sides of the lace closure, so when I slipped it into my braids, the closure won't move back and forward, so it's pretty sturdy. But you guys, tell me what you think. Do you like the red hair? I will of course leave a link down below so you can check out Queen Bee Beauty hair. I really, really, really love this hair, you guys, so far. I know it's really early and it's just initial review, but if I end up disliking this hair later on down the road, I'll be truly shocked. But so far, this hair is rocking my world and I'm really digging it. The hair is great, you guys, and I love it. So right now, Queen Bee Beauty, you guys got a 2 thumbs up from me, and we'll see you guys in my final review or my next review or whatever else I decide to do with this hair. If you guys have any requests for any kind of videos or any questions, of course you know where to leave them right down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Can you close the door, please?
What?
Can you close the door, please? Thank you. When I record my videos, I never really have like a formula for it. I just kind of start going, and then in the midst of the video or after I finish recording, I always think to myself, I could have been a little bit more organized about that.